Okay, what's up everyone? This is Kotecha. Today we are going to talk about retro marketing because as you saw on my Facebook, I'm putting out different types of content. I'm going to see what sticks, and today is very retro because I'm wearing a cap for the first time in many years. I actually got this original Sega cap with the Mega Drive, or the one that came before it. I can't remember the name of it. So yeah, I've got my old school cap on. I stopped wearing them about 5 years ago. I got my Biggie cardboard kind of put it together yourself doll thing here, which some of you might have seen in Vayner World from Hip Hop Toy Shop, and I'm drinking white wine, albeit at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So today we are going to be looking at a particular product, which is something which I bought online recently from a DJ called DJ MK. Now, for those of you hip hop heads out there, you will know that DJ MK is a radio DJ. He DJs with Shorty Blitz. I'm pretty sure it's on Kiss FM. And he actually put a tweet out saying that he was selling a product, a mix, and that mix is on a tape USB. Now, he just actually sent it to me by hand. I purchased it, so it's not a freebie. He's not paying me to do this video. I purchased it on PayPal for $15.99, including delivery. I don't really buy that much music because, of course, I'm a DJ myself, so I get a lot of it for free. So this is the product. Now, as you can see, it looks like a kind of cassette tape, and it's called DJ MK London Underground 2014. So I made the purchase on PayPal and it arrived one day later. Just took the kind of initial packaging off, and then this protective film, and here is the product. Let's see if you can see that right there. You can see it's underground, and it's got the underground kind of logo on it. It's not really got him on it as a person, which is not a move I'd have made myself. I like to put my face on stuff, but this is the tape at the back. You can see it kind of looks like a tape, but the trick here is that as you open it, okay, here's how it works. So before we look at the actual tape, let's take the sleeve out. You get a 1, 2, 3, 3-pane sleeve, 1, 2, 3, and you've got obviously the front cover, the side, the kind of spine, telling you here that it's been remastered and re-engineered. It's got its Twitter and its Mixcloud on here, so I'll try and put that up on the screen. It's at DJ MK. And then the other two panels are, I guess it looks like, devoted to some sort of like track list, which has got a whole bunch of records on there from UK artists, which is cool because I don't actually know that much about UK artists, so this should be quite good. People like Klashnikov, Super T, Black Twang, who I do know, Young Gun, who I do know, Klashnikov, who I do know. Yeah, all these kind of really cool artists, Rodney P, Skits, Dynamite, Roots Maneuver. I've heard of a lot of these people. Jest, I've met, cool guy. So this is the content that he's put on here. Now, today's video actually has another subtext, which is that people complain that marketing, especially in the music industry, it's difficult to market and it's difficult to make music. Now, I don't think for a second that MK's put this product out for money. I think what he's done, and I think the strategy behind it, which we can all learn from, not me, but people that are struggling with music marketing, is how to actually get people to notice what you do. Now, in the tweets that he put out, this tape, which is actually, looks like a tape, but you pull out a USB here, and I guess this USB will get plugged into your laptop, or, you know, a lot of places where it can be plugged in. For me, it'll be my car, although I don't know if it will fit in my car USB without being all wonky. Has a whole bunch of content on there. Now, he could have, like many people, put this content on SoundCloud and promoted himself that way, but instead he decided to put it onto a physical product, into a vessel that needs to be shipped to somebody, that somebody needs to put their credit card details in, and it kind of goes against the whole like market everything and do it all for free. So let's look at why this is, right, and we can also kind of discuss in the comment section below how it could affect your business. So this product benefits from, you know, it needs to be physically shipped to someone. Someone needs to take the time out and go to PayPal, and there's only 200 of them. So there's that limited edition appeal, right? And then when you've got something which is limited edition, it creates kind of like a class element amongst your customers, because I know that I'm only one of 200 people that has this. And so no matter who moving forward, if this music comes out, gets leaked on a torrent or on SoundCloud or whatever, people that get it, nobody can say necessarily that they've got this physical product. And for some people, particularly someone like me who's an 80s baby who grew up listening to tapes, there is a kudos in having something so retro, because this product, it builds a bridge between where we came from in hip-hop and where we are kind of today with digital media. And so there's that element of exclusivity. Also, transacting this product through PayPal means that he gets to collect data, and he gets to find out of all of the people that follow him online. And this guy's also like, you know, Dizzy Rascal's tour DJ, and I'm sure he does very well for himself. But the this allows the cream of the crop in terms of the people that follow him to come to the surface, because they exemplify different behaviors. They're prepared to go to PayPal, wire the money, and then of course he gets their shipping details, because it came to me. I actually covered the shipping details on the envelope here, so you guys don't find out where I live and come and steal my vegetables. And subsequently, he now has data on his customers, and data is actually king, because when people are streaming your content online here, there, and everywhere, you don't necessarily know when they click play on SoundCloud or wherever they hear your stuff, YouTube, who they are. This means that he's got now essentially a list of 200 people that he knows are prepared to exchange money. And also, being a radio DJ, you know, there's obviously ways that he gets revenue, being a club DJ and a celebrity DJ. But on radio, you know, the money comes from the radio check, and which also is derived from advertising money, which is spent with the radio stations. And someone like me, who gets a lot of music for free or from record pools, doesn't necessarily ever have an opportunity to exchange money with another DJ for something that they've put out. So this is kind of groundbreaking in that way. You know, it qualifies all of his purchases as to who are the ones that are the most serious about him. And then for the customer, someone like me, there's an element of nostalgia. I can keep this around the house. I can show it to people. It's kind of quirky. And it also shows him, of all of his customers, who's ahead of the curve, who's the person that's prepared to put their hand in their pocket and spend money, because you never know when he hosts a VIP party or a New Year's party or a small kind of get-together, that those are the people that he'd probably want to mail first and say, come down, because he knows that they're a little bit more fruitful in terms of their spending. So, you know, you've got the option to obviously consume the content which is on the USB. You've got this cool kind of design on here as well, which gives you breakdowns of who's who. So if you do hear an amazing freestyle on here and you're wondering who it is and you've not heard of them before, which I think will happen to me a lot actually as I listen to this, then I can refer back and go and find out a little bit more about these artists, because I know that some of these artists right now, maybe their peak moment in hip-hop might have already passed. But what this does is it allows the consumer to enter like a long tail. So it allows you to figure out, okay, you know, I've not heard of, let me take someone here who I've not heard of before. So there's a guy on here called, or there is a crew, or I don't know what they are, called Donker Factory Freestyle. Never heard of them. If I like it and I'm kind of into it, then of course I'm going to go and research them and maybe end up on iTunes buying some of their stuff. And also beyond monetization as well. I mean, this is $15.99. I can't think that there was a tremendous amount of profit margin to be made on this. Maybe 30, 40%, £5-6, whatever it may be, multiplied by 200. It's not a tremendous amount of money. It might be, I don't know, somewhere in the kind of region of £1,000 or £1,200, which for a big kind of mainstream radio DJ / celebrity DJ it's not the kind of money that on an annual basis is going to move the needle for him financially. But what it does allow him to do is as I mentioned, build up that list of who it is that's prepared to spend with him, and allows him to actually enter a space that a lot of DJs are not very keen on entering, which is the merchandise space. I just came back from Las Vegas a few weeks ago, and when I saw what like David Guetta and Calvin Harris and Tiesto were all doing in terms of merchandise sales, that's really the big kind of frontier, and this is part of that catalog. Also for him, there is a zero marketing cost, because this I found out about, I think either on Instagram or Twitter. He said to email him. I emailed him. I got the link back. I made the purchase. So, you know, the actual cost of acquiring customers was, you know, near zero. And that's one of the smart things about music marketing today, is that if you can find the right thing to sell and you can get it to appeal to the right person. Me, I'm in my 30s, so this has cool retro appeal for me. Or even the hipster kids just would never have an opportunity to own a tape or anything that looks like one. I hang out with people in their 20s that say that they own about 3 CDs, and that's just ridiculous to me, considering I've got about 500-600. It's a chance to kind of, for the hipsters to get their hands on something which is kind of cool. And also it's coming from MK in the sense that you're buying it directly from the DJ. It's authentic. You can see there's no McDonald's logo there, or, you know, whatever, like Red Bull, or everybody who tries to kind of pick up kids appeal. So my question to you today is, how can you use retro marketing, something which is what Seth Godin describes as remarkable, which I would suggest that you look into as a strategy, to build out your business? When everyone's saying that everything should be free and you should give stuff away and content marketing, how is it that you can exchange or get your customers or your followers to exchange their money for something it is that you've actually put out and put effort into? And it might only be, you know, I'm sure MK has got, if I'm not mistaken, maybe many thousands of followers on his social networks, and the people that he sold this to probably represents less than a 0.5% or a 0.25% of his following. But yet we are people, you know, even someone like me, when I get hold of something like this, I jump online and I've got my 4, 5, 6,000 followers who might want to get their hands on one of these the next time he puts one out. So the question today is really, using retro, going against the grain and going against what popular culture tells you about marketing and digital marketing today. How can you make money? And this is another video on Love Soul TV, so youtube.com/LoveSoulTV. I don't put many videos out here, but because I'm experimenting with different stuff at the moment, written content, videos, you might even get a new mixtape from me as well. These are the kind of bits of content I'm going to be putting out until the end of the year to kind of get discussion going. Big shout out to everyone on my Facebook who gives me loads of comments and likes and encourages me and lets me know what I should produce next. And let's have a discussion. Drop your notes before. I'm sorry that the video is kind of quite long, but in a way I'm kind of not sorry, because at the end of the day, if you're interested in marketing, you will follow it right the way through to the end. Hit me up. I am at Kotecha on Twitter and Instagram and most other places, and this guy is at DJ MK, so make sure you follow him. I don't think you can buy any more of these because I think they're all sold out, but you can check out his stuff on Mixcloud. He's a pretty good DJ. I mean, he's a very good DJ. All right, take care. Peace.